Science Chapter 4 Heat. In our previous session, we discussed about heat, temperature, different type of thermometers, clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer and digital thermometer. We also discussed about precautions which should be taken while using these thermometers. Today, in this session, we will learn about transfer of heat. First of all, let's get idea about what is transfer of heat. Heat energy always flows from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature till both attain the same temperature. This phenomenon is called transfer of heat. Transfer of heat occurs by three ways: conduction, convection and radiation. As we discussed that the main ways by which transfer of heat occurs are conduction, convection and radiation. Let us discuss what is conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat from a hotter part to a colder part of an object due to collision of the particles without actual movement of the particles from their position. Here, transfer through conduction occurs within solids and between solid substances that are in direct contact with each other. Thus, in conduction, transfer of heat occurs through the vibrations of molecules. Then how does conduction of heat occurs? In solid, the molecules are closed arranged. When a solid is heated, the molecules near the source of heat gain thermal energy and begin to vibrate faster. These molecules then collide with the colder, slower molecules and transfer some thermal energy, making them vibrate faster, become warm, and then in turn collide and transfer the heat to their neighboring particles and so on. In this way, heat is transferred from one particle to the next through collision of vibrating particles within substances. Let's understand how heat travels in metals from the hotter end of the object to the colder end. Here we have one experiment in which rod or metal strip, wax pieces, candle and two bricks are used. Now, how to perform this experiment? You can perform this experiment at home in the supervision of elders. Take a rod or a flat strip of any metal. Fix a few small wax pieces by heating on the metal rod. Their pieces should be at nearly equal distance. Look at the figure. The pieces must be at nearly equal distance. Now put one end of the rod in between two bricks in horizontal direction in such a way that the wax pieces must remain beneath the rod. Now heat the other end of the rod with the help of candle and see what happens. What is your observation? What happened to the wax pieces? They started melting. Do these pieces begin to fall? Yes. Wax pieces closest to the heating end of the rod falls first. After that, the second nearest wax piece, and so on. From this experiment and observation, we can conclude that heat travels in metal through conduction. Heat flows from the hotter end of the object to the colder end of the object. Perform this experiment at home to understand how heat is transferred in solids. I'm sure you will enjoy learning the way of transfer of heat through conduction by doing this experiment. The another way of transfer of heat is convection. Convection is the transfer of heat by the movement of particles. Convection is the primary mode of heat transfer in fluids, liquid and gases. We can say that the transfer of heat by the movement of particles is called convection, which occurs in fluids. How does convection take place? When a liquid or gas is heated, it expands. As a result, it becomes lighter and moves upward. The cooler, heavier fluid from the surroundings rushes to take its place and is heated in turn. This process continues and gives rise to a convection current, through which heat energy flows and the entire liquid or gas gets heated. In coastal regions, sea breeze during day and land breeze during night occur due to convection. Let's discuss how convection currents give rise to breeze in coastal regions. During the day, the land heats up faster than the sea, so the air above the land becomes warmer and rises upward. The cooler air from above the sea rushes toward the land and takes its place, resulting in a sea breeze during the day. And at night, the land cools faster. Therefore, the air above the sea is warmer than the air over the sea. At night, cooler air from the air replaces the warmer air above the sea, resulting in land breeze. You can understand this through this diagram. Now let us discuss about practical application of conduction. You may have seen exhaust fans in kitchens. They are always fitted high, close to the ceiling, so that they can remove the hot air that rises up. Room heaters are placed on the floor of the room. When the cool air is heated, it rises up and the cold air flows down to the floor. This results in effective heating of the entire room. The third example of practical application of conduction is the use of ventilators in our houses. You may have seen the ventilators of a room at the top of a window or the door. This is because when the air in the room gets heated, it rises up and passes out from the ventilators at the top. And the cool air comes in through doors and windows, so that we do not feel hot while sitting in a room. Third way of transfer of heat is radiation. The transfer of heat in the form of rays, for which a medium is not required, is called radiation. These waves can move through vacuum. In radiation, medium is not required, while in convection and conduction, medium is required. Now, where we use radiation of heat in our practical life, solar heaters are the examples which use radiation of heat. Solar heaters are designed to use the heat energy from the sun for cooking food. If you stand in sunlight, you will feel hot. This is because of radiation of heat. I hope you have understood all the topics of this lesson. Let's have a quick recap of the topics which we have learned. We discussed about heat, temperature, which is degree of hotness or coldness, how we can measure the temperature through thermometer. We learned about clinical thermometer, digital thermometer, and laboratory thermometer. We also discussed about some precautions to be taken while using all these thermometers. We also learned about transfer of heat and the main ways by which transfer of heat occurs: conduction, convection, and radiation. We also discussed about conductors of heat and insulators. I hope you have understood all the points properly. Thank you.